You talked a little bit about control, like what's in your
I'm
control.
a control freak. That's why.
But like, what are you in control of versus what are you not in control of, right? When you go to a set, and you don't have the vanity you want versus like, the setup you want. Like, how do you maneuver through that for yourself?
Gosh. Wow. I'm just thinking to some of the sets that I've been on where I had no mirror, the light. Like once I did this, I did this shoot and we were in like a dive bar and it was like in the dungeon, like no lighting whatsoever. And then everything was, I don't even think they had lights. So, like it was just super dark in there. So I always try to bring my glasses with me, right? And I also always have some type of light, whether it's my phone, my flashlight. Because you just never know what you're going to encounter. But one of the things that I have control over that I'm a stickler about is time management. Like I cannot stand to be late. So I've fired assistants because they're late. Like so that's one of the things that I have control over on set. And then the other thing, most jobs don't take your creativity away. They trust that you know what you're doing. And, I have control of my work. I have control of my work ethic. I have control of my temperament, my personality. The things I don't have control, you don't have control. Like I said, it's not the Mayvis show.
Yeah.
You kind of like, okay, I try to ask questions. Okay, what is the shoot about? Because a lot of times we'll just get the call, but we don't necessarily know what the shoot is about. So it's like, what is the shoot about? 'Cause I try to have an idea.
Right.
Of what it's about. But yeah.
But you also need like skin complexion, right? Like who are the artists, right? Who are the people you're going to do the makeup for? Because that also matters.
People now, I find, I don't know, it seems like since COVID, a lot of producers will say, I'll send you photos. And I never request photos because I always think if you're a professional, if you're an artist, you can figure it out, right? But I just think they want you to be prepared.
Yeah.
You have no control over the person's skin at all. I've had some instances where didn't matter what I did, it just wasn't gonna look right to me because of the person's skin.
And what happened in that moment?
You just gotta do the best you can and hope it looks good on film.
Was it something with the makeup, or was it just the complexion?
Like a less is more kind of approach, or something like too much foundation's never going to look good. It's always going to be patchy or.
Well, if there's an issue, most of the time, the more you do, the more you're going to draw attention to it, right? And so I tell aspiring artists that, you guys are focusing on makeup, or not just aspiring artists, even young girls who are interested in makeup. I always say, why don't you perfect your skin first? Because your makeup is only going to look as good as your skin. Mm-hmm. So there are just some things that makeup can't correct. So I've had some instances where, I just had to do the best that I could, and it is what.
What was one of those imperfections? Or something or not imperfection,
this person's
but like
skin was really just very, very discolored, and I don't know what the proper term is, but we call them craters, where your skin have really, really huge,
acne scars or something.
They're not acne scars, but they're almost like indentations in the skin, and I primed it, moisturized, all of those type of things, and
nothing.
It looked better, but it wasn't, perfect. And I just couldn't get it there.
So when you talk about being an artist and not necessarily needing the photos of the people that you're going to do makeup for, that confidence came over time. I'm going to say, right? Like it wasn't right away. what would you say for the viewers that don't necessarily have the confidence, things that they may want to have and like be prepared for in their kit, or, you know, just for like if they're doing men versus women?
I would say ask for photos. You know, if you're not comfortable, if a photo is going to get you there, then do whatever is necessary to get there, because the end goal is to be the expert. Mm-hmm. The end goal is to hopefully get called back again, and also for the talent to, you know, be pleased. So if you're not confident, I would say, oh, do you have photos?
Yeah.
But I will also, on the back end, I will also make it a point to not ever be in that situation again where you have to rely. Because suppose the producer goes, I don't have any photos. You know what I mean? Now what are you going to do? So I would always say, educate yourself and, you know, make your kit as, you know, readily as available as possible, that you would never, ever, just like, you know, okay, I can mix something up. Because there's been so many times that I've been on set and the foundation just wasn't perfect. And just keep mixing it, you know. So it's up to you as the artist. You know, it's not up to the producer to make your job easy. You're the expert. They're calling you in. You don't take your car to the mechanic and say, and the mechanic is like, well, I don't know.
What do you think?
I'll see if I have the tools.
Well, I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
Some
You've been to
people do.
some mechanics.